stage, all eyes on fame. John and Ed here to play the game. Celebs and pulse, nobody's safe. Laughs and jabs, we misbehave. Scandals and news, we dive right in. No one escapes, not even kin. Making fun of the latest trend, every twist, every bend. We're all in the mess, no one we suppress. Just fly in excess. Welcome to the mayhem dress. Spotlight's bright, let's take a ride. Gossips and rumors, we won't hide. Mock every blunder, every mistake. Serving humor, piece of cake. Every laugh, every snide, every truth we will buy. Join the fun, we won't divide. Pop culture, roller coaster ride. We're all in the mess, no one we suppress. Show fly in excess. Welcome to the mayhem dress. Let's take a ride. Gossips and rumors, we won't hide. Mock every blunder, every mistake. Serving humor, piece of cake. Every laugh, every sigh, every truth we will buy. Join the fun, we won't divide. Pop culture, roller coaster ride. We're all in the mess, no one we suppress. Just fly in excess, it's fly in excess. Welcome to the mayhem dress. We're all in the mess, no one we suppress. Just fly in excess, excess. Welcome to the mayhem dress. Welcome to the mayhem dress. We're all in the mess, no one we suppress. Jokes fly in excess. Welcome to the mayhem dress.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Well, hello, stranger.
Good
Haven't
evening.
Seen you for a while.
We do have a tendency to keep meeting like this. It's a bit creepy and weird, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Hey, it's not really, mate. It's not really. There's plenty of distance between us.
That's true.
So, how's your?
Like most of the country?
Yeah. How's your day been?
Oh, it's been good. Yeah, I've had this week off work, and so I've basically been doing absolutely nothing. And it's even better because just before we came on air, I just found out that X Twitter has suspended at UK Gov. How long before he suspends Keir Starmer? That'd be even more funny.
That's pretty glorious, actually.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
They're probably going to try and ban Twitter or something, but we've also got VPNs.
Well, I was waiting for I was hoping for an answer from Elon. I put out a tweet this morning that said, "See if they did ban Twitter in the UK, would you still get it if you had Starlink?" Because it doesn't go through.
Yeah, well,
it doesn't. It comes direct to you from space. Brought to you directly by Musk from space.
Yeah, I mean the Starlink routers wouldn't. Chances are they wouldn't go through the UK anyway.
Well, they won't because it's coming from space. Space.
Well, no, it doesn't come from space. It goes.
No, it does.
It goes.
Yeah, it goes from it goes from America up to space, and then it comes back.
Yeah, but it goes back to America, so it's not going through the UK, so they couldn't stop it.
Exactly. Well, you say that, Tony. You say that, Tony. But has anyone ever tried to buy a lottery ticket out with the UK, with or without a VPN? Because I challenge you to do it. Because even with a VPN, you can't seem to get through it. So there's technologies out there that will pick up that you're on a VPN.
Oh, apparently at UK Gov isn't an official account.
No, it should be gov.uk.
Bollocks. Well, no, gov.uk is the domain name, not the Twitter account. I don't know what the official UK government Twitter account is, but
oh my God, you've done it. That's us spreading misinformation already.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, but I'm not.
Oh, they're at the door! They're at the door! We've been swatted.
Well, there's a video of there's a street in Brighton called Southover Street.
I saw that.
There's a video of armed police there, so I don't know what they're. So someone's probably said something naughty on Facebook or something.
I'm getting to the point that I'm thinking Johnny and John just make shit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is he monopolising the chat again?
No, he's saying, but a significant part of the constellation is controlled by transmitters in the UK. A significant part of the Starlink constellation is controlled by transmitters in the UK. Yeah, okay.
Ah, dear. Right. So we're not talking about conspiracy theories tonight. What are we talking about?
Oh, we are. We fucking are.
Well, in the sense that the world is just turning into a giant bloody rabbit hole.
I'm bringing up this tweet from you that you sent me last week. Oh, look, right on time, just as everything is kicking off. As Fox Mulder says, I want to believe, but this stretches the boundaries of credibility. Of credulity. Credulity, actually. Right, sorry, my apologies. A viral video allegedly capturing a triangular UFO flying over what? Curitiba, Brazil, is being called the clearest footage yet. Yeah, the clearest CG yet. That's what I would say.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It just doesn't. Maybe who knows? Maybe it is real, but in this day of AI generated video and all of that nonsense,
No,
you
yeah.
just
Let's just call it what it is, mate. It's fucking nonsense. That's what it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
you have to go on the basis that it's fake until you've actually seen it from multiple videos, multiple angles, and you've had time for the internet to debunk them.
Yeah. So just a quick chat. Freaking hell. He never gives up though, does he? So I'm just dipping into the chat room. We've got Julie, Amy and Dystopia. Nice to see you, Amy. I'm a bit late with my Twisters review because I have recorded the fucking thing 4 times now. The first time I did it with the microphone muted, so you can imagine my consternation when I started to edit the video and thought, why is there no audio on this? Yeah. Right, so Amy and Dystopia, Brett May, Johnny and John, who demands an apology from you for Red for some imagined or real slight. I don't know.
I have nothing to apologise for. I'm not apologising for anything I haven't said or done. Or
okay, Beats and Tapes.
Bollocks.
Beats and Tapes says yes, alien. Tony Garrett says he's finally seen Axel F. That was good. I don't even know what Axel F is. What the freak is Axel F?
Is that the new Beverly Hills Cop movie?
Oh, right. Okay, well, I'll need to dig that out.
So that's the only Axel F I can think of.
Yeah, okay, well, JJ can pound sand, says Amy.
Amy, don't get involved.
I might have to should I make Amy a moderator? Or would things just
no,
go...
She'll just start booting people out.
Yeah, she would, wouldn't she? That'd be a laugh, though. Right. She started. I've just gone back a little in the chat, and I'm sorry, people, if you're here for the first time and thinking this is going to be some kind of structured content, then you're fucking very much mistaken. Because that's not how it works here. This is just, well, what would you call this? Potluck? Shit? I don't know. What would you call this show? It's pretty bad, but, it's our show. We like it.
Well, it's your and Ben's show. I'm just filling in for...
Well, yeah. Well, you've been here 2 weeks in a row now, and Ben, who's too ill to get out of bed, is at Chessington today. So... So yeah. Anyway, good evening, Mark Andrew Chapman. Fucking, I hate to say it, mate, but you've got to drop one of those names because you're starting to sound like you may be named as a shooter at some point. Yeah, insult the audience. What the hell? It can only go.
Well, that's probably
it can
why
only
puts
go
the
wrong.
Name in there.
Oh, Nick Taridus. I like that name. That's a good one.
Nectaridis is a good name.
Yeah. Okay. Keep correcting my pronunciation. It won't make any difference. I will still slaughter it. Militant mushroom. Mayhem. Yep. Ben is.
It's still a free country in the sense that you're still allowed to pronounce things the way you want. At least we were
I don't
when
know.
we came on air.
I saw
that.
I saw a tweet earlier saying that the CPS were going after people on Twitter that were using their instead of their.
Well, if they're going to do that, then I have to say I have to support them a little bit because I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi.
Loose and lose. That's the one that gets me, man. Loose and lose. Holy shit. I'll lose the rack here if you try and use lose instead of lose. Sorry, loose instead of lose. Right. Where am I? I am on the Brolash. Yep. And I've just started it, but Britmate says the Soviet Kingdom, correctly pronouncing words. That's far right. I shouldn't even say that. Don't even say that. Oh, Johnny John's now posted a missive.
Yeah,
he's posted a missive Amongst other things, gifted with a ginormous brain and unusual history, which gives him a especially unique and often melodious drone. Oh, I think he's talking about you.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. Stop.
Yeah, right. Nectaridus. That's that. The I sounds like E in my handle. He was a count of the Saxon shore, probably killed 367. Have you an idea how Saxons spoke in 367? Nectaridus.
Oh dear.
Oh, right, good. Right. So well, I was actually going to ask, how's the audio tonight? Is it okay? I'd just like to keep checking because you never know when there's going to do something bizarre and change the audio on us, or somebody's going to be overpowering. Tony says 5x5, right? Because I had to redo all my audio settings today for some reason. I don't know why. I had to redo them.
He just seems to hate you.
Yeah, I recorded something. Well, I recorded the Twisters. I can't remember if it was number 3 or number 4, but I recorded it, started playing it back and think, why does this sound like shite? More so than normal, because, I mean, I do, when you listen to yourself, you always think you sound a bit bad. But I'm thinking, no, this isn't right. This is worse. And yeah, I then spent the next hour whispering into the microphone and then shouting at the microphone to try and get the compressor and everything working right. And my wife went nuts. She came through and
I'm not surprised.
She came through and she's standing looking at me as if I'm going to. But anyway, she didn't. She goes, who are you shouting at? And I had headphones on. Of course, Sony noise cancelling headphones, which are freaking brilliant. So she's standing there for like 5 minutes talking to me and I couldn't hear a thing.
That's a sure way to piss the missus off.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh my God, he's still going on about his maligned character, Ed. Right, even though, DW76, haven't seen you for ages, mate. Where have you been? Yeah, the look, Joey, that's it.
I'm not a part. I already said last night, John, this is not funny anymore.
Right, good. Right, let's crack on. So, let's move on to another slider, shall we? Now, you sent me this massive hole. What's all that about?
Well, I don't know. It's basically been. It looks like a giant cave to me. I don't think it's any kind of hollow earth entrance, but we've covered hollow earth on rabbit holes, so I thought it might be a little bit of something to discuss this evening. I have no idea what it is, where it is. I couldn't find any other information about it apart from the fact that someone's discovered a sodding great big hole somewhere.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in Tara Bull here. His dismissive reply to this, or a dismissive kind of tweet here. Insane hole, people. How does she know they are insane? They might be right. I mean, has she been down that hole?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't until you've actually gone down there and seen what's in there. I mean, there might be nothing there. There might be hollow earth entrance. I'm ignoring chat completely.
Yeah, just do it, mate. Just do it. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing at all this talk of holes and would you go in? Who's up for a holing expedition to Antarctica? Oh no, we're not allowed to go to Antarctica, are we?
Well, isn't it called spelunking or something?
That's the least of the problems, mate. That's the least of
that's drop into big holes.
Yeah, is that not caving?
Yeah, caving. I think,
yeah.
But
yes, they call it spelunking or something like that. It's really like underground bike wanking in my book. That's all it seems.
Well, I'm not a fan of confined spaces, so the whole idea of willingly going into a giant hole in the earth and just going down as far as you can just seems both pointless and
getting
too much like hard work,
and then getting stuck. Yeah,
well, that's always the danger.
Yeah, don't get stuck.
And I mean, if I can understand. I mean, I'm not particularly enamored of mountain climbing as well, but I can understand mountain climbing more than I can caving, because at least when you go up to the top of a mountain, you've got amazing views and all of that good stuff. And you go down into a cave and it's just black, deep nothingness.
Yeah. Ooh, it's dark here, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
mountains are easier to get off as well because you can see what's going on.
Yeah, and if a tornado comes along, it could blow you off. Right?
Do they have tornadoes on mountains? I don't think so.
No, well, they generally appear on the flatlands, don't they? That's why middle America is kind of inhabited by them. Although Britain has more tornadoes per year than America does. Just our tornadoes are pretty small and very short lived.
That's true. And we get water spouts as well sometimes, which is
That's
water
true.
tornadoes.
Wow. There we go. We got
Anyway,
that's
as far
two.
as Hollow Earth entrances go, they're supposedly at the poles. So that definitely doesn't look like it's at
Yeah.
a pole.
Nah, no, it looks like somebody put a. It's probably a road with a avalanche tunnel over it. You know, like in Canada.
Could be.
Somebody's just
I
been
mean,
creative. But anyway, right, let's go on.
Or it's just some sort of naturally created hole.
Right. At first, I thought this was. At first, I thought this was like some kind of parody account, but I don't think it is.
Cleveland Police. I'm not sure. I don't. There is a police parody. I think they're called Stanford or
But
something.
mate, yeah, Sanford Police. But mate, that's got a grey tick. That means it's real.
Means it's been verified by X. Yeah, so that's an official account.
Yeah. So, what the fuck is this pish? Who cares? Why? Right, first of all, if I turned up at the police station, right, with a pallet of water, they'd be going, "You can't fucking leave that here. Get it out of here." I mean, wouldn't they? You imagine getting to the police station and going, "Got a pallet of water for you guys." Well, nobody ordered water. Fuck off.
I mean, they would have been a bit miffed. He could have turned up with pizzas or something for them.
Yeah, okay, but what's a pallet of what do they want a pallet of water for? I mean, is the police station under siege? No.
Well, it's probably, to be honest, he's probably just the local delivery chap that always delivers their water.
Have you
And
got
they
people
wanted
shouting
some sort
there?
of me.
I thought I heard people shouting.
It's Brighton, so there are people who shout outside. Yeah,
I'm just checking
but
the external. I'm just checking the external metal door to make sure it hasn't been caved in. Yeah, got the barricade up.
No, I was just thinking that Ahmed is probably their normal water delivery guy, and they wanted a photo op with a person of color to prove how inclusive and how we're all kind of sitting in a circle singing Kumbaya, and they just
Yeah.
got a picture of him and posted it up on X.
Yeah, it's
Either
pretty
that, or he
naff, isn't it?
generally did show up with loads of cases of water. I mean,
Having said that, right, the other pictures or the other tweets that we're getting from Her Majesty's government's departments, such as the Home Office, are pretty freaking frightening. You know, they're showing you like extreme violence and saying actions have consequences. It's like they're trying to terrify you into do nothing.
nudging. Yeah, no, it's nudging.
Yeah.
They've lost control of the message, and they're not fixing any problems. They're just coming down on the people who are complaining.
This is like
and-
doctors, isn't it? They're treating the symptoms and not the cause.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And it's if you look at the whole 2-tier thing, I mean, there's examples going back 10 years at least of different levels of policing for different communities, seemingly.
Oh, apparently the CPS are threatening to lock you up now if you claim that 2-tier.
Well, yeah. So they're going to start. They're going to start knocking on everyone's door who's posted hashtag 2-tier policing. I mean, people are allowed to have an opinion. We're not trying to stoke violence. No, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. And when you actually look at the letter of the law says that we are entitled to have our opinion, and that we're not entitled to post things inciting people to go and riot or
commit violence. Yeah.
things that we know, like that Hope Not Hate guy who has posted about people getting their throats slashed and no such thing happened. I mean, that to me, that's that's warranting a police visit.
Hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah,
just
because
reposting.
that is misinformation, isn't it? And,
Sure.
but posting things that aren't posting things that whether you know them to be true or not, right? If
Sorry,
you
I thought I'd muted myself.
No, you didn't, but thanks for that.
I
But
apologize. Sorry, guys.
But posting things and posting things that that you believe to be true, if posted in good conscience, right, and not intended, and there's the crux, not intended to provoke any kind of action of a non-trivial type, then I think most people should be okay, really, because you are entitled to have an opinion, and you can't shut down people talking to people in a reasonable manner. Although, there will always be exceptions, and what will happen is the papers will jump on them, and they'll point out these things, and they'll say things like, "This guy get posted for saying 2 words on Facebook," right? But you don't know the context of what else went around it, because they sometimes leave information out, and to my mind, that's misinformation as well.
Well, the press frequently do that. I mean, the mainstream media are one of the biggest purveyors of mis and disinformation on the planet. The only thing is that their disinformation is protected, and ours isn't. And I mean, they have fact checkers that will lie through their teeth, and I mean, we've seen it. I just
right. You got to acknowledge that fact checkers aren't organizations. They're mainly just regular people, and they get things wrong as well, and that's the problem. If you've got
they get things wrong. They enforce narratives.
but you don't need fact checkers in a normal civilized society where people are semi-intelligent. You don't need fact checkers because 30 years ago you used to work things out for yourself. 20 years ago you used to work things out for yourself. That kind of thing. So why do we suddenly need fact checkers? It's if we're becoming less and less able to do anything, and that's not right. We shouldn't be nanny stated to this extent.
Well, no, but fact checkers, it's about holding narratives together, because the only thing that the West is really any good at these days is narratives. If you look at the war in Ukraine, the Ukrainians have excellent PR, and the only thing that the Ukrainians have got that's better than the Russians is their PR department.
Yeah.
And they are really slick. But the problem is that you win wars with tanks and artillery shells. You don't win them with slick videos and propaganda.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk about a little bit of propaganda, because you brought up Ukraine and their propaganda wing, and I'm not sure this is the one that Ukraine thinks it is. When they start talking, or when Germany build the paper, the German paper of some repute, generally, right? Yeah.
Well, the simple fact is, if they're not going to last. I mean,
no, but it doesn't matter to say. I mean, that's not a good thing to say, is it? German tanks are back on Russian soil. What?
Did you see Dmitry Medvedev's response?
No, I didn't, and I really don't want you to say it, because it'll be mental and probably get us banned. In fact, I think we're going to have to kind of try and chill out, because we're going down routes that are probably not good for YouTube. See, this is the thing I dislike about YouTube, because why can't we have sensible discussions about things that are happening in the world, right? Now, if you get things right or wrong, that's all part of life's rich tapestry, isn't it? Because
it's the learning process.
Exactly, and you can't learn if you don't get things wrong. And anybody will tell you that. Sportsmen will tell you that,
It's the same with Google search results. I mean, when Google first came out, it was useful, and now I never use it. I use presearch.com, which I find infinitely better than Google.
Yeah, but limited.
Um,
To
it
a
is,
degree.
but well, yeah. But when you're looking for, particularly if you're doing rabbit hole research, it's a good search engine to use because you'll actually find stuff on there in addition to all of the official narratives. Whereas with Google, you just get whatever the official narrative is, and half the time the official narrative is absolute nonsense. I mean,
Mhm.
there's so much stuff that they still maintain is misinformation that's demonstrably true. There's evidence, and they'll still dismiss it.
Wasn't Google started by a Russian?
Sergey Brin and Larry Page,
Yeah.
both Americans.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Sergey Brin's. I mean, Sergey's is Russian, but Brin, I'm not sure is a Russian name.
Okay. Right.
But I mean, it was they got money. They got their seed funding from the CIA and NSA, and it was the same with Facebook because there was a DARPA project called LifeLog, which was essentially Facebook, and LifeLog shut down like a week before Facebook started.
Yeah.
And they went from the Stasi used to have files on all East Germans. People used to joke that if you went to the loo, the Stasi would know about it. But they actually had agents and informers, and they had this gigantic network of people feeding them information. And now they've just got people feeding their own information. There's a meme with Alexa, and it's like people worrying about listening in, and now it's like, hey, Spider Voice, have you got a recipe for bolognese? I mean, and also all of the quizzes and online polls and stuff that people, where they're deliberately asking you for information that's personal. It's like pet names and what's your mother's name and all this kind of stuff, and people just offer this shit up and then complain about being hacked.
Oh, I hate that when people start doing data mining on Twitter. Speaking of data miner, where's our favourite data miner tonight? Shalini must be. I think she's got family over or something. But yeah, yeah. See, when you see people data mining on Twitter, you know, what would you do in this situation? What's your favorite? What's your favorite color? What's your, you know, blah blah blah. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, I mean, and it's when you actually think about the aggregates, because like organizations like Twitter, they look at the aggregates of everything. They're less interested in the individual tweets and more interested in words being used, sentiment, hashtags, all of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's the same as one of the big NSA projects that was actually legal. Was they weren't collecting content; they were collecting metadata. So they would know if you phone someone that, or if they were looking at someone who's a suspected terrorist or whatever, they could actually look at all of the numbers that that person was calling, and then all of the numbers that those people were calling, and you feed all of that into a computer, and you can actually discover an awful lot about people without necessarily even having to spy on their messages.
Yeah.
And that's what all the social media is doing. It's the same with Facebook. I mean, the amount of information that people give Facebook and Twitter and all these social networks. I mean, who's to say that there isn't some sort of person of interest type AI that isn't sucking all of that in, all of the camera feeds, all of the phone calls, all of the emails, everything going into a gigantic AI.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it probably is, to be fair.
I
Right.
mean, that
Speaking about,
TV series was like 10 years ago now,
I think it may have been longer than that, mate.
possibly.
Person of interest. Yeah. Well,
I'll have to look it up.
I've got IMDb open here. Let's just look at it. Person of interest, Jim Caviezel.
2011.
There you go. Nearly 15.
So,
13 years.
Thoroughly recommended to anyone in the audience who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
It's well worth a watch.
Very good. Very good. And Jim Caviezel acts like he normally does, i.e. impassively. He's not the most emotive of actors, is he?
No, but that particular role actually, I think it suits him
Mhm.
it really well because that lack of kind of emotiveness is part of the role, and he has this kind of dry sense of humor. And I just think it works. And those two, I can't never remember what that little guy's name is. 'Cause he was in
Oh,
Lost as well.
the wee guy that that walks about with a limp.
Yeah, the computer nerd guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Is that Kevin Chapman? Hold on.
Don't
No,
know.
it's
He was
no,
in Lost as well.
that's not Kevin Chapman. I never actually. I started watching Lost and then lost interest. So
Yeah, that's another one where it gets to the last season and everything goes a bit Pete Tong.
yeah, I never bothered. I never bothered watching it all the way to the end. I kind of sussed what was going on, and then I just lost interest.
Fair enough.
Right. Michael Emerson is Harold Finch. That was it. Harold Finch.
Michael Emerson. Right, I have to try and remember his name.
Yeah.
He's been in loads of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. He's actually a really good actor because he just kind of plays his role and he doesn't really stand out.
Hello, Jeff's view. Yeah, you are a bit late, mate. Yeah, but we'll not hold it against you. Right. What did you watch House of the Dragon? You watch that shit?
I've seen the first 4 episodes. I haven't watched the
Oh, I just watched the
most recent
finale.
4.
I just watched the finale, and
Yeah, I think I'm going to skip that. I hate cliffhangers.
no, there's no
So
cliffhanger in it, mate. There's no fucking cliffhanger in it.
isn't
Seriously,
there?
it's one of the most
Oh,
boring finales I've ever seen. Seriously, it's
right.
shite.
Well, I've got another friend who's just as much of a critic as you are, and he absolutely loved it and reckoned it was a cliffhanger. So
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you something. Does he? Well, one, is he an accountant?
no,
Does he find Excel spreadsheets particularly exciting?
no.
Well, then, I tell you, if I can, House of the Dragon was not a cliffhanger, right?
Right. Okay. I might watch it and I'll let you know. I hate cliffhangers. I'm the sort of person that I'll save the last episode until the next one's come out, just so I don't have to deal with the cliffhanger.
They're trying to set it up as a cliffhanger, but it really, I don't think it held up, But hey,
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they do cliffhangers. I just personally don't like them.
yeah,
But then I also hate watching just one episode at a time. I'll always save up 3 or 4 and watch them in a binge watch them over an evening.
yeah. Right. Anyway, speaking of binging, this guy's been a bit naughty, hasn't he? So we covered this in All In maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I remember doing this. This is the guy that was a crocodile expert and got caught in Australia for abusing dogs.
Yeah, he was.
Don't say the R word.
I won't.
Don't say the R word.
No,
right?
he was doing. He wasn't just abusing them. He was doing really horrible things.
Oh, yeah, he was sexually abusing dogs. And 42 of them, which he also tortured, apparently, right?
What the hell?
So he's got 10 years in the jail for it. So I'm pretty sure the judge called it inconceivable. Well, hey, judgy boy, there you go. That's what people from the BBC got up to.
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
I just leave it at that, mate. You just don't understand. I mean, I can take that one.
I cannot wrap my head around the type of people there are in this world. I mean, it's just crazy. You've got, I mean, I don't know. Is this unique in our time period? Because when I was growing up, I never remember people being this crazy.
Well,
And I mean, that was like
right.
the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, but you got to remember, right? Just because you didn't hear about everything that happened in the world didn't
That's
mean it
true.
wasn't going
Yeah.
on. Right?
No, I
And,
guess
I mean,
people.
think of something like the Moors murders and the Yorkshire Ripper and all that.
Mm.
Today, these things are spread right across the world, and everybody knows about it instantly. So everybody's terrified and thinks that there's more and more crime going on. But it just took a lot longer, and you didn't hear you didn't hear that Betty from number 13 in Scunthorpe had her teapot smashed by an errant air rifle pellet. You didn't hear that in the news, but you do now, or you get it on Twitter. So the perception of crime has probably gone up massively, whereas actual crime probably fallen a little in real terms, to be fair.
Yeah, but we still have to put up with stories about freaky deaky Australians
Yeah, but
doing nasty things.
This is the 24. Well, he's not an Australian. He's British.
No.
Yeah.
They're not. God.
He worked with the BBC. He was caught in Australia, but I don't think he's an Australian. But anyway, so
just
what
defund
was
the BBC.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? What was I talking about? That's the 24/7 news cycle. That's the problem. You got a 24/7 news cycle. You get a channel that's dedicated purely to news, so it's got to fill itself up with shite.
But it's not 24/7 though. They basically they have their day stories, and they just repeat them. And if something serious happens in the world that happens to fit in with whatever narrative they're pushing, then you hear about it. And if not, then it just disappears. But the other thing is that if you switch between, say, BBC News and Sky News, the stories are the bloody same.
Right.
They might have little puff piece fillers that are different.
No,
but fundamentally the message is the same.
They're all the same, mate. And America's the best example of this. Every news channel actually says almost the same words.
Yeah.
Never mind the same story.
Absolutely.
Right. So I don't know what Ray's asking that for. That's just a silly question. But remember, I've made Julie a moderator, so you better be careful, mate. Jeez.
I know it's a meme going around on Twitter this afternoon and this evening of a packet of Scotch eggs with someone asking how long it took Scotch eggs to hatch into Scottish people.
We see the problem there is it's a Scotch egg, right? And Scotch is either a drink, right? Or an egg. It's not a fucking person. You don't get Scotch people. You get Scottish people or you get Scots. You don't get Scotch. Anyway, that reminds me, some guy on Twitter today, right, is so far up his own fucking arse and such a look at me, I'm fucking gallus, right? Gives it. My email signature is Thomas. A builder just lost a 90k contract by referring to me as Tom. What a fucking knobhead. Yeah.
Shit.
I mean this term was literally designed for this guy. Up your own arse. Wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just words fail me sometimes. I don't understand people like that because they just make life you make life miserable for yourself and you make life miserable for everybody around you, and you just spread darkness in the world. And there's enough of that anyway.
I like to think I spread darkness, but in a jovial manner.
No, the two are incompatible because if you're making people laugh, then that's not dark.
Yeah, okay. Guess what I had for my dinner tonight?
What did you have?
Part of it. I wasn't feeling terribly hungry. Part of my dinner, guess what I had?
What?
Scotch egg.
What, a fresh one or a shop bought one?
No, it was a shop bought one. I shouldn't be eating that shit, but I just slipped into it. Anyway, there we go. This is a cracker, this one. So, in fact, hold on. Let me just nip back. Let me nip back to this and set the scene here. So, picture the scene. I think it's around about Tuesday. August the 6th. What was that? Yeah, that would be Tuesday.
August the 6th was a Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, so I was right. I'm not often wrong. I was right again. So anyway, picture the scene. It's Tuesday, and Rupert Lowe, MP, Labour, right, is all excited. Now, bear in mind what's going on in the country on Tuesday, right? And this is the tweet that Rupert Lowe, MP, puts out on a Tuesday. I'm absolutely delighted to say that the Hemsby public toilets will be reopened later this week. Wonderful news, and shows what can be delivered with the right political will. I promise to fight for common sense in the area, and that's exactly what I will continue to do. Well, thank you, Rupert. I'm glad to see that you have your finger on the pulse of the mood of the country. And as I said to my little chum Ben yesterday, he is indeed, after all, the party of Blair and cottaging. Is he not?
Well, public toilets are important, but yeah, read the room.
Yeah, read the fucking room. Yeah.
And also, the thing that I noticed is they're not particularly disabled friendly, so I think they've still got some work to do there.
Yeah, I think we've got some fucking work to do in you, Ed.
Well, because if you're in a
you chill
wheelchair,
out.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need-
okay,
and you
yeah,
need
we
to
get
move,
that, we get that, Ed. But yeah, you're being a bit less troll. Don't tell me you're autistic, or I will come down there and I will swing for you.
No.
No, right, okay. Right, the next one's a cracker. And well, I think you pointed this out. I already had it in my bookmarks, but you pointed this out to me, and it is indeed a cracker. Defeating facial recognition system doesn't have to be high tech. Yeah, imagine walking in and that was sitting on the couch. You'd be like, holy fuck!
Yeah, because I sent it to you because I think you'd shared some T-shirt designs that were really freaky deaky that were designed to negate facial recognition.
Like,
It's just, you're more likely to get arrested. You have little children and old ladies running away from you screaming.
You see that T-shirt, right? See on camera how it looks like people in the background or maybe a market stall type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when you look at it with your eyes, you don't see any of that shit. It's just some colours. You don't see anything that looks like that on the actual T-shirt. It just looks a bit like a tie-dye T-shirt or something. So apparently what it does is the AI in the facial recognition locks onto that and thinks it's a street and starts looking for faces in it and ignores yours.
Oh, that's clever.
Big
Well, this
brain,
is the
mate.
thing about
Big brain.
technology. Well, it's the thing that I love about technology is that for every piece of tech, there's a hacker that has cracked it, or
Yeah.
someone that has figured out a way around it, and it's like even if the UK government decides to turn Twitter off, for example, there'll still be ways that you can access it. Okay, it might be a bit complicated. You might have to jump through a few hoops. But actually, once you've kind of done it a few times, it's easy. But there's always people that will hack or crack the technology.
Yeah. You can get what's his name? Dread Eye saying about infrared light. Yeah, you can buy infrared LEDs on Amazon or eBay or whatever for pennies, and all you do is you stick them to the bottom of your peaked cap, and they just wipe out the camera. You just can't see your face at all.
Well, we're all going to be walking around with things like that on.
Yeah, I could put my cap on, couldn't I?
Because it's also if you've got a hood up or a mask on or something, then it's easy for the cops to kind of pull you over. But if you're not actually wearing anything visible, oh dear. But
right.
but if you think about it, it's absolutely crazy the depths to which the country is descending and how quickly it's going. I mean, I remember the Berlin Wall coming down. I never thought that
Mhm.
the stuff that we read about as kids in school about the Iron Curtain. I mean, went on a school trip to Dresden and Prague about 6 months before the wall came down,
Yeah.
um, and the atmosphere, and particularly Dresden. I mean, I'm sure it's much more beautiful now because they've restored it all. But I mean, there were still bombed out buildings and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Dresden was basically, I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but people post pictures of Gaza, and then all you need to say is the Allies would never do anything like that, and then you send them pictures of Dresden, and they go,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, the firebombing of Dresden wasn't necessary. Same as dropping the nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They weren't militarily necessary. They were basically spiteful, vindictive things. And the other thing that not many people know about were the hundreds of thousands of German POWs that were basically left to starve in fields after the war and were treated horrifically by the Allies, and all of that is buried. And it's like,
yeah.
oh no, we won the war.
And
We're so great, but history's written by the victors.
I think I've got to be very careful here, but a lot of the pictures of certain, shall we say, camps, right?
Let's not go there
Yeah, no,
because
but a lot,
you'll
no,
start me off.
no. Well, don't rise to the bait. But a lot of the pictures of the people in them, right, were taken after the Allies had cut off the food supplies for over 3 or 4 months. Remember, because nothing was coming in and out, because the Allies had surrounded them from both sides. So yeah, but well, and so who's really to blame for a lot of those? But hey, let's not go there. Because
Well, I'll say one thing and one thing only about it is that if you have to impose your viewpoint by law and you have to make it illegal to criticize what you're saying, then that to me speaks volumes in itself. Because truth shouldn't need censors to enforce it.
indeed, it shouldn't. Indeed, it shouldn't. I think you're right.
But let's change the subject.
Yes,
We'll get ourselves into trouble.
Yes, we will. Let's right. So this is a still from the video, and because I couldn't be fucked, I'll be quite honest, people. I couldn't be bothered downloading the videos and then making sure they didn't have music on them and then getting them ready to play and all that. I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna take a still, right? So this is Kamala's running mate Waltz, and he you actually need to watch this video because he makes some weird faces and things. He looks like a goofball, right? But this is the point. I'm convinced he went in for a hair sniff, right? Now, you're on a podium in front of all these people at a rally. She's got a chance of becoming the next president of the United States. You're going to be the vice president, and you think that's an appropriate time to go in for a hair sniff,
Well, it's
he pulled it back. He pulled it back.
Commander in Chief.
Yeah, he did pull it back, right? Because he just tapped
But
on the
they're all-
back and then pulled it back. But there was no need for him
They're
to
all
touch her.
creepy weirdos.
Oh,
They're all creepy
fucking-
weirdos.
There's something wrong with the water in Washington. There really is.
I mean, and they're so compromised, and you don't even want to think about the kind of dirt that people have on this lot.
Oh,
And I mean, that running mate of Kamala's is just dreadful. I mean, he's
Kamala. You make it sound like a camel.
well,
Kamala to. Sorry.
I can't take her seriously.
You know who I can't take serious? Well, somebody posted this and I thought it was quite funny because it said, "Oh, you naysayers that say Kate's not doing well, look at this," And it's quite that guy looks nothing fucking like William.
No,
That's like
but
the
I
guy
think
in the
that-
video that the son made,
Well, I think it's supposed to be sarcastic.
Oh no, I know it's meant to be sarcastic, mate. Yeah, but it's quite funny. That is quite fun. I thought it was quite funny.
Well, yeah, but the Royals they brought it on themselves.
Mhm. Well,
with
apparently
their.
she's not going to be appealing again. You know, I don't know what's up with her, but well, we were told that she had some kind of cancer, but we've never been told anything since. And then somebody said that she's kind of stepping back again from public life, and I don't know.
I just my trust levels are so low that I just I don't know. You kind of don't know what to think, and um, they're just not serious. It's like ever since the Queen died, the whole royal family has kind of gone downhill because nobody really respected Charles that much.
No.
Um, and he's not a particularly likable sort of person anyway. If you just look at the way that he treated the page boys during his coronation, I mean
What about the
that
pen
is
thing?
someone.
What about the
Yeah,
pen thing on the table?
yeah.
Take this away.
I mean, you just someone who treats the people below him like that.
Well, he treats them like
That
servants.
yeah.
Isn't that how you
Yeah,
treat
but
servants?
no, but worse because you can have servants and you can still treat them like people, and you can still treat them with respect, and you can still not treat them like serfs because he was treating them like serfs, not like
Of course he
servants.
was. Yeah, of course he was. Because they are serfs to him, I think.
Well, yeah,
But
but that to me is not the mark of a good king.
no, I think you're right. And let's be fair. Let's be fair. I think the Queen kind of thought that as well. And I think that's why she hung on so long, because she thought, there's a good chance I could outlive this guy. You know, if you think about it,
Yeah.
you know, women tend to live longer than men anyway. And Charles isn't in great shape. I think she maybe thought I could outlive him. You know, and it can go straight to the other one who's not looking any better than his dad, is he? Really? He's on our fruitlet.
I don't know.
It's not
I'm
the
not sure
Rothschild.
what.
Tony,
I just
you need to catch up, mate. You need. Sorry to interrupt you there, Ed, but I've got to address Tony. He's going, who's in charge of the Rothschild Empire? It's the Rothschild. Rothschild's just a servant. You know, they're just bit players, mate. You've got to go back and watch the Black Nobility. It was 2 weeks ago, Rabbit Hole. Or a week ago.
yeah.
A week ago's Rabbit Hole. Not yesterday's, the week before. The Black Nobility. You got to go back and watch that. The Rothschilds are just bit players. There's a whole other level that you're not privy to, that we won't tell you about, but we'll explain, you know, where the Rothschilds
Well,
are
we
in the pecking order.
Yeah. I mean, they're not as far up the top of the pyramid as people think they are.
It's all right, Tony. No need to apologise, mate. No need to apologise. Carry on, Ed. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You were just using it as a plug for the show that we did.
How dare you? I was imparting valuable information, I thought.
Well, you were, but you were also using it as a plug for the show that we did a couple of weeks ago.
I was at the hospital on Monday, Tuesday.
In hospital.
I wasn't in hospital. I was at the hospital. Right. I had a checkup because remember I had this kind of strange visual disturbance type thing, and where it looked like there was this big zigzag line right across my field of vision, and everything slipped past each other. So it was like this, and it was like the top half was not matched up with the bottom half, and it was really bizarre. It's as if somebody had cut a hole in, you know, a slice of the universe apart, but it only affected
Weird.
one. No, it did. Did it only affect one? No, it didn't. It affected both eyes, and it was really weird, and I felt really weird, and I phoned the. Well, I didn't. I actually thought this is bizarre. I've never experienced anything like this. I thought, you know what they say, if you think you might be having a stroke, you know, contact them straight away. So I literally, my doctor's is 100 yards away from where I am just now. So I walked to the doctor's and I walked in, and if you've heard this, I'm sorry for boring you, but I walked into the doctor's surgery and I said, I'm having this really weird visual disturbance, and the receptionist goes, oh, have you been to the optician? And I goes, no, this isn't an optical thing. This is neurological because it's affecting both eyes, and I can still see it when my eyes are shut. And she goes, "Oh no, you better go into the optician. Go and have a look at them." And I goes, "Thanks for your help." So I went back, phoned 101, phoned 101. No, I didn't phone 10. I did phone 101. Is it 101? No, 111.
111.
11. Phoned 111. And it said, if you think maybe having a stroke, phone 999. I says, okay. So I hung up and phoned 999, right? And I spoke to the guy, and the guy says, "No, you're 100% right, mate. You've done everything exactly right." And within 15 minutes, there was a fucking ambulance here.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Within an hour, I'd been in the hospital and had a CAT scan.
Well, they take it seriously.
Yeah, they took it seriously, yeah. So it looks like I've got a brain. So you naysayers out there, you've been caught out. So we actually had 2 CAT scans in total, because they called me up 2 days later for another one. So I've had 2 CAT scans, and I had the results of them there. And yes, it has happened since Julie, but I'll tell you about that. So I was up for the results the other day, and I'm not even going to fucking mention the doctor because I could barely understand him. But I got my results, and basically, initially eventually he thought it sounds like, or it looks like, what do you call it? Optical migraine, right? So it's like a visual disturbance without the pain. So you have a migraine and a visual disturbance without any of the headache. But I had a headache later that night, once it had gone away, because it lasted about 20 minutes. So I came back home and blah, blah, blah. And then about a week later, it happened again. But this time it only happened for like 2 minutes. So, and it went away, and then I had a headache. So pretty much visual disturbance, migraine, I think. But
Weird.
They took my blood pressure when I was there, right? And of course, I said, this will not be great because I suffer from white coat syndrome. And and she goes, yeah, a lot of people do. So she took my blood pressure, and it was 159 over 95, right?
That's very high.
Well, no, she said she said that's not bad. She said, at your age, that's not too bad, right? Because we prefer your systolic to be a bit lower. Is it systolic? Diastolic? The lower one.
Systolic and diastolic.
Yeah, she said we prefer the diastolic to be a bit lower, around about 80-ish something. I goes, well, to be fair, I says, the last time this happened, the doctor told me to take it for a week, because I've got one of those machines, and I took it every day for a week, and the average was about 120 over 85 or something. So I thought, I'll take my blood pressure today and see how it is. 115 over 80.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Blood pressure is going to vary. It's going to vary based on how stressed you are. It's going to vary based on what you've been eating. All sorts of different things that impact it.
Yeah. Right. Moving on. Speaking of Kamala, here's our pal. Well, there's Kamala anyway, looking at Joe, right? So Joe Biden climbed back up the stairs of an airplane that had just arrived and he wasn't flying on, as Kamala watched in amazement. I mean,
that was
he legitimately did. He climbed up the stairs, he went into that plane, and everybody is standing looking at each other. I mean, and what gets me is, what the fuck were the Secret Service doing? Why weren't they in there with him, getting him back out?
I don't know. They probably were just like, what the hell's he doing now?
Yeah.
But that was the plane that brought back the spies that the Russians released.
Yeah, he just
supposedly journalists and stuff, but
he just climbed up
spies.
He climbed up and went inside it, and everybody's like, "That where's he fucking going?" And they're going, "Hey, on the plus side, he made the stairs without falling down."
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's the whole notion that the United States can have a president that is clearly not running the country is absolutely terrifying, because it means that all of his minions can just do whatever the hell they want and they just blame him for it. And it's all being done in his name anyway. And it shows you why the world is in such chaos, because what the world needs is decent leadership from the US, and it just hasn't got it, and it's not getting it with Kamala. And I'm not 100% convinced it's going to get it with Trump either if he employs the same neocon idiots that he did last time.
Of course it won't. Of course it won't. I mean, Trump's just another cog in the machine, isn't he? He really is. So
It's the same with Starmer.
Yeah,
Same
well,
with
yeah,
Starmer.
yeah. Although he seems to be trying to be like the tough guy when he's never done it in his life before. I don't understand that. But anyway, apart from that, DW was in A&E last night apparently, for a high heart rate and for 4 hours. I'm glad that you're back out, mate, and I'm assuming you're all right because you're still texting away, and I'm assuming you're out actually. But yeah.
No, hospital's my least favourite place on the planet.
Hope you're all
bar none.
Right. Julie's asking him if he's okay. That's good. Right. Where are we now? Did you see this? He hit the bar with his wang.
There was an even better meme of someone replaced his head with Michael Obama's, and that was funny too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, no, that must have hurt though.
In more ways than one, mate. In more ways than one. But having said that, dear. Looking at the size of that walloper he's got in there, he's got compensation, you know.
Oh dear, I'm not even going to go there. This is a family show, after all. Well, no, it's not. But
it's not.
I'm still making it one.
So, Silvio Tatasconi tweets this about Jeremy Vine. Somebody asked him a question, you know, some kind of podcaster or some clown like me, you know, asked him a question, and he obviously didn't want to answer the question and shot off at high speed down the pavement.
Well, that's illegal.
Yeah, well, yeah, so, I think so too.
I hope someone's reported him.
Oh, it was last November. Yeah, okay, DW, well done, mate. You've hung in there. Well done. Right, so there we go. Yeah, breaks the law. I hope someone has reported him.
But that's, I mean, that just speaks volumes for the sort of character that we're dealing with.
He's horrible.
It's like, well, it's rules for thee, but not me. Should be the motto of 2024, because that's the way it seems to be. And you have that with the government. You have that with all the rich people. It's like Bill Gates flying around admitting he's got the biggest carbon footprint of anyone on Earth, but justifies it by saying he does more to try and save the planet. But he doesn't. He's just making money for himself.
See, this is the problem with these people. I know. It's like if you're in the pub, you get away with this because you can just have a drink of your beer and sit back and go, what am I actually trying to fucking say? And then everybody just keeps talking, you know. But when you're on a podcast, you've got to actually articulate what you're trying to get out. And sometimes it can be difficult when you're Scottish. But yeah. So where were we? I forgot. I've lost my train of thought completely now. What were we talking about? What are you drinking tonight?
I'm on the red wine.
Right. Nice. I'm on the blush.
Just a cheapy one. Blush. Are you still on the same blush?
No, I'm on a Marlborough tonight. Marlborough.
Okay.
A New Zealand wine, I think.
Oh, you got.
Right. Okay. I tell you what. I'm going to tell you a story, people, because Amy sent me this earlier on. So I shall read you this story that Amy sent me. Where is it? Where is it? Bear with me. It's here somewhere. Right. Okay. Local man stomach pumped after neighborhood dare goes wrong. Okay. And this is from Reuters. Nebraska man hospitalized after unusual overingestion incident. August the 30th, 1995, West Point, Nebraska. In a bizarre and unprecedented medical emergency, Tim Walz, W-A-L-Z, and he does look a bit like the guy that's running for vice president, right? A local resident of West Point, Nebraska, was rushed to West Point General Hospital last night after reportedly over-ingesting horse semen. The
What?
incident, which has left the community in shock and disbelief, has sparked conversation about the dangers of consuming unconventional substances.
What the hell?
Emergency responders were called to Mr. Waltz's residence around 11 p.m. after he began experiencing severe abdominal pain and distress. According to paramedics on the scene, Mr. Waltz was conscious but in significant discomfort, promoting immediate transport to the hospital. Dr. Amanda, nice name. Dr. Amanda Thompson, the attending physician at West Point General, confirmed that Mr. Waltz required a stomach pumping procedure to remove the ingested material. This was an extraordinary case, she remarked. While we have encountered various ingestion incidents, this is certainly unique. The patient is currently stable and otherwise under observation. Details, this is probably, observation includes people pointing at him and going, details surrounding...
Like all the nurses walking past his door and looking at him laughing.
Yeah. Right, anyway. Details surrounding the circumstances of the ingestive remain unclear. Friends and family of Mr. Waltz expressed their shock, noting that he is known for his adventurous spirit, but had never engaged in extreme behaviour before. Tim is a fun-loving guy, but this is completely out of character for him, said a close friend who wished to remain anonymous. No wonder.
How the...
There's at least another, two paragraphs of this, mate.
Well,
so
let's see if you want to.
Let's see if your answers are in here. Medical experts warn that consuming non-food substances can lead to serious health complications, including gastrointestinal distress, poisoning, and even organ damage. It's crucial to understand that our bodies are not equipped to handle certain materials. Dr. Thompson explained what might seem like a harmless or humorous act can quickly turn dangerous. As the community grapples with this unusual incident, many are left wondering what could have led Mr. Walsh to make such a risky decision. While the investigation continues, his family have requested privacy and support during his recovery. Mr. Waltz's ordeal serves as a stark reminder of the importance of making safe and informed choices. Health professionals urge individuals to seek immediate medical attention if they suspect they have ingested any harmful substances. Stay tuned to West Point Daily News for updates on this developing story. Or let's not, because the next story after that is International Moose Count underway. You can right.
Is this the new vice presidential running mate?
I don't know. Is his name Tim?
Is it actually him, or is it just happens to be a dude with the same name?
It could either be a dude with the same name, right, or a made up thing, right? But ingesting horse semen is not unusual. There is a fair in New Zealand that does this, and there are people there that sell flavoured horse semen shots, right?
What?
Yep, you can get an apple semen shot, or you can get a strawberry semen shot.
No.
And it's pure 100% horse stallion semen.
No, just nope.
I'm telling you, and you know what? You got to be quick because it sells out. Apparently, it sells out like that.
That's just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Just yuck. Where,
I mean, why
where the
would you?
hell do
I
you?
don't.
Just,
What?
thanks, Amy. Cheers for that.
What happened to the horse? Well, we don't know. We don't know, Brett, mate. That's the thing.
I don't want to know. I don't. I'd very much like to not have to think about this ever again.
Well, you did volunteer to come on all on.
Well, yeah, I didn't think you were going to get all disgusting. Jesus.
Espresso
Could
mechanic
have
says.
warned me.
Espresso mechanic says this is leaving a nasty taste in his mouth.
No, no, no. What's next? Change the subject. For the love of God, change the subject.
Well, we've only got one thing left, actually. We've got there early. Well, we're not actually that early. It's 10:15. It's flown in, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Well, it's flown in for me. I don't know what it's been a drag for you guys, but I'm actually having fun.
Me too. And if there's still people listening, then that's great.
Oh yeah, we've got 20. We've still got 21 concurrent at the moment, and 64 total views. So it's been good. Been good for you.
No, people are going to start thinking you're going to cut the stream.
No, I'm not cutting the stream. We've got another one left. Right. So here we go. Where are we? Slides. Boom. Now, at first I thought this was doctored, right? But it's not.
This one.
It's not doctored, mate. Look at it. Oh, God,
No,
4 people have left.
But
Jesus Christ, I'll need to stop that. Pretending to cut the stream. But anyway, that's not doctored because look at the shield. The shield's actually the shield's the same size as the guy that's standing up. Well, sorry, as the full-sized guy. It's not. Beats and Tape says he's seen it live. It's not fake. It's not fake. What the freaking hell are we doing? What is that? That's just ridiculous. That's got to be a dwarf. That's got to be in the category 4 foot under 4'9", and you're a dwarf.
Well, I mean, the person is definitely shorter than the person next to them, but with the perspective, because they're standing.
No way. Look at the shield, mate.
I know it's a little person's shield, but still.
It's not a little person's shield. That's a full-size shield. It's on the ground, more or less, and it's it's up to their eyes. I know you've only got a tiny screen to look at, but that is a dwarf. I'm telling you. Did I tell you? I tell you the other week or so ago, I saw it was about 3 weeks or something ago. I saw Johnny and John keeps posting angry faces. They look like angry bits of toast. But anyway, so I saw a giant dwarf. You ever seen a giant dwarf?
Is that like a normal sized person?
No, it's not. It's nothing like a normal sized person. It looks like a dwarf, but it's big. It's just too big to be a dwarf. But they're not a normal sized person because everything's too. The legs and arms are still too short, but they're too big. They're not long. They're just big. It's bizarre.
Yeah, that does sound a bit weird.
And I'm like, I'm going to Andy. I'm going, look, Andy, look, that's a giant dwarf. She's going, the window's open. I goes, but he must know he's a giant dwarf. No, I didn't. He didn't hear me.
But it's not. I mean, if that is supposed to be a riot police officer, that's not a particularly scary riot police officer.
No, it's not.
I mean, they just
it's
trampled
not
on.
It's not people doing work experience because you don't get work experience in public conduct.
Maybe it was take your kid to work day.
No, you don't get to take your kids to work and then take them on public order duty. No, it just doesn't happen, mate.
This is 2024. All sorts of weird shit happens.
Oh, what's going on? It says YouTube's not receiving enough video to remain smooth streaming. Why not? I think it's okay. I think it's come back. But it's probably just because I forgot to turn my VPN off.
God. Oh,
But
dear.
I think we've done all right.
Well, Britmate says the stream is glitching a bit.
Yeah, I think I forgot to turn my VPN off, mate. Sorry about that. But you know, I think we pretty much. If I kill the VPN, the stream might go down. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
I think we've probably pretty much done anyway.
I think so. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been great for me. It's okay now, says Joy. There you go. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about, Ed? Anything exciting happening in Brighton?
Well, apart from the police presence on South Ave Street and the non-riot, which is basically just a bunch of drum banging lefties on Queen's Road that interfered with my takeaway on Wednesday night.
We had that here.
And yeah, not really.
No, I wasn't in Iceland, mate. I'm not in Iceland. I'm in I think I'm in Massachusetts, I think. I don't know what. No, New Hampshire. That's where I am. I'm coming to you from New Hampshire.
Oh, Britmate wants a seagull update. Well, happily, the chick seems to have been booted out the nest because the gulls don't come 18 times a day for food. So that's good.
Horse died in that guy's mouth, though.
Oh. Oh, you just couldn't resist it, could you?
I couldn't. You set them up, I'll bat them out the park.
Oh, that's just nasty. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Not
that's
going there
good. So
anymore.
it's good to know, Ray, that we can still be received in Moscow. Right. I think that's us for the night. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, no, I think we're done.
I've had fun, mate. I've had fun.
I've had fun too. It's been good. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a breeze. If you like the show, like, share, subscribe. That costs you nothing. I forgot to do it again, but see that big banner at the bottom that says support us at ko-fi.com/Jason Descent. If you actually drop a donation into that during the show, you can type in a message and a siren would go off and it would read out your message. In fact, I might actually demonstrate it because some people on the show might not. Nah. Well, I can demonstrate it.
From someone, test alert. 3.
Drum roll.
There you go. That's what you get. What do you think of that? So if you drop anything in, you can type in your message and it'll be read out in a suitably automatic female or feminine voice.
Do they get to choose the voice?
No, I chose the voice. I choose everything about this. They only get to give me money. And even then, they don't do it very often. But, as always, it's been great. For you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe.
So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to